What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fellow YouTubers? All of you, I bid to welcome to yet another aesthetic review, and today we're going to grab the entire Tier 6 Multi-Mission Explorer pack that has just been available in STO as of February 9th. Who is this guy? He wants to be in the video as well, I guess. That's funny. Today we're going to cover only one, obviously one ship, and we're going to do the Esquiline Class, and we are going to showcase all of the visuals, all of the statistics, the universal console. If this thing has a unique ability, we're going to showcase that in the combat section, and also we are going to talk about the unlockable Starship Trait if you're going to level this ship all the way to level 5. And what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting about the bridge officer seedings. We're going to take care of that, but we're going to start off with obtaining this thing and also looking at all of the information statistics of this ship. So the bundle right now is available at the C store right here. It is available for 12,000 Zen. Now, if you obviously don't have that, I would definitely recommend you guys waiting a little bit, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks or so from today. Today is actually February the 10th. It is on a Friday. These things were available a day before, so on a Tuesday, 9th of February. But I didn't had enough time to get around to it, so we are going to cover, let's see, which one are we going to cover? This one is the Esquiline Class. I'm going to grab the entire pack, so if you guys are interested, 9 aesthetic reviews about all of these ships are going to be available on the channel from now to, I don't know, maybe 9 days from now, maybe 1 a day or something like that. And yeah, we're going to grab the entire pack. I do recommend, if you want to obtain all of these and you have Klingons and Romulans is in your character or in your account as characters, playable characters, I would definitely recommend you guys waiting a little bit, because they usually do a discount pack after 2 or 3 weeks, so you're going to get a little bit a discount in your purchase. But anyway, I'm going to grab the entire pack for 12,000 Zen. Here we go. Just highlight that one, grab it. Yes. Transaction, there we go. Transaction successful. So this is the first, the one that we're going to do the review about. It is a science vessel. It is a little bit science heavy on the consoles, but let me just read the information right here. The Esquiline Class is built upon the tremendous success of the Redemaker class multi-mission vessel, and carries the tradition of being among the most technological advanced starship in the fleet. This engineering multi-mission explorer variant is equipped with the Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Siphon console that drains the shield of nearby enemies while bolstering its own in form of secondary shielding. Nice! Look at this. That is a unique console, a omnidirectional Tachyon Wave Siphon. Wave Siphon. This is going to be interesting to actually showcase as a unique ability, I guess. It's a wave of some sort that is going to drain the shields of nearby enemies while bolstering its own. So it's going to leech from nearby enemies. It's going to leech your shields and is going to put that in your secondary shield. That's awesome. This starship features a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Operative Specialist Bridge Officer seat. Nice. Okay, this the Engineering Multi-Mission Explorer variant comes equipped with the Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Siphon Universal Console. When this console's ability is activated, your starship will periodically release a wave of tachyon particles that will heavily damage and weaken nearby enemy shields. This energy is then drained into your Starship shield emitters in form of secondary shielding. The amount of secondary shielding absorbed scales with the number of foes it hits. Nice! Awesome. So the more foes you're going to have, I think it's going to be somewhere in like a 3 or 4 kilometer sphere radius, and so the more enemies are going to be around your ship, the more your own shields are going to be bolstered. Nice. Okay, this console also provides a passive bonus to Starship Drain Expertise and Starship Shield Restoration. Always nice to have. Also, the console mod can be equipped in any multi-mission Explorer or Explorer Warbird. You may only equip a single one of these consoles at any given time. Nice. After achieving level 5 in your engineering variant multi-mission Explorer, you will unlock the exotic particle shielding Starship Trait. While this trait is slotted, activating engineering team, science team, or tactical will provide a buff. Will provide a buff. A buff to all damage resistance rating. Activated target will also gain an equal amount of damage resistance rating to all exotic damage ability. What? Damage resistance rating of all exotic damage ability. Oh, okay. So damage resist. Okay. Really nice to have this trait. There is kind of like a theme going on, like all of the tier 6 ships that we are actually seeing as of January 2017. All of them are boosting up our shields. So I don't know if this is going to be something that they're going to be focused on from now on to wherever the future might take us, but everything has to do with boosting shields and really on defense instead of really heavy on the offense. I think the developer of Star Trek is like, well, these guys have the DPS and DPS dealing abilities. They have that under. They already know all the finer details, so we're going to take care of survivability, and that's, you know, by increasing the amount of shielding. That's awesome. The multi-mission Explorer have a single hangar bay equipped with the Danube runabouts. These small craft are equipped with phaser, beam array, and photon torpedo launchers. This thing is going to have sensor analysis, subsystem targeting, and also a secondary deflector. One hangar bay loaded with the Danube runabouts, plus 10 to shield power, also plus 10 to auxiliary power. Also that universal console, the Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Siphon, Starship ability package, science vessel. So from the science vessel and from all of the text that I'm reading up here, it says here right heavily on engineering, and right here it says science package, but I am seeing that it has more science consoles than engineering consoles, but obviously it is somewhere in between that. So science heavy and also survivability heavy with all of these engineering consoles. Enhanced particle generators, so we're going to do more exotical damage, advanced shield system, enhanced restoration circuitry, reactive shielding technology, and also exotic particle shielding. And that is that Starship trait that you can unlock if you achieve level 5 in this thing. In this awesome looking ship, in all honesty. I do like it. It has... kind of reminds me of, kind of looks like it has like the secondary deflector right here on top, underneath right here. Oh, we can actually zoom in way up here right now. That's awesome. Really awesome to see if this thing also is going to change the visuals and also the nacelles. Really cool to see these slots up here. Hopefully they're going to change color as well. Really awesome shuttle bay right there that you can dock shuttles on, and a really slick design. Really awesome to look at. So there is no what we usually see on cruisers and stuff like that. So we see that saucer section big up there, and then it has like this small junction that is linking the aft with the saucer section. But this one is really slick in design. I definitely like this thing. Really awesome to look at. Let's see, console wise, it has a 3 engineering console, 4 tactical, and also 4 on the science. So it is basically like it says right here, a multi-mission, so you can actually go all kind of ways with this thing. Awesome. 3 weapons on the front, 3 weapons on the aft, a base hull of 7,999. I think this is at level what does it say? This is at level 60. I'm looking at a monitor right here. It says 38,000 level 60, so we're kind of missing 1 hit point right here. Shield modifier of 1.4, a base turn rate of 12 degrees per second. That's a little bit lacking, but that's basically somewhere between a cruiser, a science ship, and a tactical ship. So it is a multi-mission. So it's somewhere between all of those 3 device slots and 1 hangar bay just for your support crafts or your hangar pets. Now I am going to buy this thing. This ship is available 3-piece bundle from the C-Score at a discount. And a little bit of text. Yes, we're going to grab this thing for free. Now let's make this thing our own. Where are you? Right here. Paganini. All right, so let us make that our current one. Paganini, ready. And let's see if we can customize this thing a little bit. Customize Starship, please. Okay, so we got a lot of different textures coming up with this thing. Wow, so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, obviously, these templates are because I have unlocked the different ships that come with this thing, with an entire pack. And also, maybe because I have unlocked the Vesta pack, it is somewhere in there. But we're going to take care of the Esquiline right here and see how much we can customize this thing. Definitely awesome to look at. Nice glow on top of these pattern overlays. A little bit too bright up here, but I guess that's just the reflection. Because right here it is, wow, it is definitely awesome to look at this thing. Really cool. Don't know what these things are going to be, as these are like heat vents that are built to to put out heat or anything like that coming from the warp core. Unfortunately, I cannot zoom in more than that. I can zoom out, but that's just not good. I do love that they're actually putting all of the finer details right here. This dot that you guys are seeing is a Federation logo, I guess. And it is definitely awesome. Nice. Nice. Unfortunately, no unique bridge. God damn it. Why not? Okay, so the bridge tour is not going to be in this video. That's a big bummer for most of you guys and for me as well. Definitely was hoping for something else. Hold on a second. Those don't actually look like a Federation logo, because I'm seeing more than one of those right here, right there, and here as well. And underneath I saw a couple of them as well. So those are not the Federation logo. My mistake, my boo-boo. I was just thinking out loud, but it's not the logo. That's awesome. Anyway, we have how many window types? We have 5 window types up here. So let us highlight those. We got material type number 5 for the windows. We have material type number 1 right there, number 2, 3, 4. No, 5 is the best one out there for my personal taste. the one that this thing comes equipped with by default. Definitely awesome to look at this thing. Let's see on the patterns that we can select. We have material type number 1. Really, wow, this thing is reminding me, as it is right now, of the skin of Voyager. Voyager from the TV show, obviously. Okay. Nice. Definitely love the way that they actually put up these bulkheads on the deflector dish housing. That is awesome. So we got material type number 1. Material type number 2 is a little bit darker. The nacelles have changed a little bit. Not a lot. Okay. Moving on to material type number 3, a little bit dusty. It's been through a dust cloud in space. So it is in need of a really good wash. Do they actually wash starships? That's a good question, right? Because there is lots of dust in space, right? Like comet dust and all kind of stuff. And nebulas have all kind of gases, particles to them that could stick to your hull, right? Oh, material type number 4. Definitely, I love that they actually put like a darker tint material type in there. So you basically see all of these details that are like really bright in color are coming into, like, you know, into the foreground. So that's awesome. That is crazy. I love it. Nice. All right, material type number 5 has a little bit of a Lucari template vibe to it right here on the saucer section. Also really awesome to see right there on the deflector dish housing. They also put the same material type right there. That is crazy. Love it. Definitely awesome. Oh, that glow though, right? Nice. Okay, moving on to material type number 6. It's really white, really it's really bright. It's kind of losing the details a little bit due to its high reflection. Oh, it's definitely too bright there. Yeah, it's definitely too bright with material type number 6. 7 is the material type that this thing comes equipped with on default, and I think that's the best one out there. Definitely love the darker tint and the whiter tint right there. Now I have a couple of different material types right here. The upgraded version, the veteran, and the Vesta pack. Those are because my account is a lifetime membership, so I'm going to get like different material types on this ship. You might not have these, but I'm just going to showcase them because that is definitely something to look at. This is the upgraded version of the material type. Kind of reminds me of the shield visuals of the Terran one, right? A little bit of a brownish tint to it, a little bit of a grayish tint. Definitely love these long nacelles, man. These are awesome. So this thing has a little bit of a science ship, or at least a science vibe to it, also with these really big long warp nacelles. Something that a cruiser might have. Really nice. The Vesta variant. Ooh, look at these nacelles. Oh, these highlights on the nacelles are awesome. Darkish blue to it. And we also are seeing that there are a little bit of a grayish, whitish tint to it. Nice. Underneath as well. And it's better to be highlighted right here when it's not facing the sunlight. So you guys can actually see it has a little bit of a bluish tint to it from the Vesta variant. Nice. And right here on top. That is cool. Nice. All right, the veteran class. This is obviously that has to do with me being a lifetime member on STO. Definitely love the pattern up here. Totally different color. Nice. Definitely awesome on the highlights right here. Nice. And it has that armor vibe to it. You guys can actually see all of these bulkheads have been reinforced. Nice. You can obviously change the patterns to whatever is going to be to your liking. I'm just picking something because I want to change the colors to something really bright so you guys can actually see at first glance what is going to be a good green. So you guys can actually see what kind of color, what kind of colors you can customize your ship with. Obviously, you can change the different styles of saucer nacelles, the hull, and the stanchions. Stanchions. What were the stanchions again? Oh, so that is the linkage between the warp nacelles and the hull, I guess. Okay. Okay, cool. We're learning something. We are definitely learning up here. Awesome. I am going to go into space right now and showcase all of the different visuals. So here we go. So here we are in space, and this is how this ship is actually coming out of the box, how it actually looks like. So the default skin that is equipped on this thing, it definitely has an appeal to it, visually pleasing, definitely. And definitely love the rough edges that they actually made. The saucer section actually turned into in its shape. Really cool to look at. Definitely love the Federation logo on the nacelles. Those little details are definitely awesome. So it is turning mostly like a science ship, somewhere between a cruiser and a science, but heavily leaning towards a science ship. Really high turn rate of 12 degrees per second. I'm used to carriers. Carriers usually have a turning rate of like 16 or 17 degrees per second. So in my personal opinion, this thing is definitely turning a lot faster than a carrier. But this is how it looks like with the Mark, with the default skin. And it looks, I definitely love the different colorization that they actually made. So you got like really dark colors with really awesome edges to them on the nacelles, on the saucer section, and definitely on the hull right there. The patterns are definitely good to look at. All right, let's start equipping all of these things. So we're going to start with the adaptive Mego space set engines and shielding, and that is going to change the way that this ship looks like in its appearance. And this is how it looks like with the adaptive Mako space set. Definitely awesome. You guys can actually see the deflector dish right there where it's supposed to be. It's not really big, and I am flying at full impulse, or at least as close as you can get without going to full impulse. Let's see, how fast am I going right now? Right here. So somewhere 21.9 ish. Now obviously you can put some points in your skill tree to actually make this thing turn faster and better consoles than I have. I currently have nothing that is going to increase the turning rate or the speed of this ship when it is in motion, because that's the way I like it. But this is how it looks like. Let's showcase this thing with the adaptive Mako. Really cool design. Definitely love the glow pattern up here. Nice, nice. You guys can actually see when it is facing the sunlight. All of these details. Nice. Even the Bussard collectors, that section up there in front of the warp nacelle is actually changing in its color, in its design. Really awesome. Really awesome to look at this thing. I like it. Really slick design though. I think, and I said that already when we were doing the customization part. Definitely awesome. Alright, let us continue with the Aegis space set. Aegis. Nice. Look at that. Oh, definitely love it. Now the Aegis has its own, or at least most of the different space sets have their own engine trail or engine exhaust. Unique animation from their own deflector dish, and also different colors when you equipped all of the different visuals from the different reputations. Space sets, and also different sets that you can actually obtain throughout Star Trek by doing missions as mission rewards. Now let's see when it is not being illuminated by the sunlight. You can actually see these really bright bluish color contour on the saucer section. Definitely love it. Love it. I love it. Definitely a whitish highlight on the nacelles that you guys can actually see right there. All of these small gaps have changed color into bright white. Really awesome to look at this thing. Can't wait to actually see this thing, how it's going to behave in combat, if it's going to be any good or not. This thing has 3 weapons on the front, 3 weapons on the aft, like we already said so in doing all of the statistics on this thing, on the information. So it is equipped gun-wise like a science ship, and heavily on science in its abilities. We are going to showcase in a later stage of the video. We're going to showcase all of the bridge officer seating, but right now we are going to equip the Borg space set. And also let's put a universal console from the Borg right there. We're going to add a couple of nodes, these things, to the hull. There are 4 in total underneath. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. And on top as well, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So this is how it looks like when it is not being illuminated by the rays of the sun. I definitely love the deflector dish housing. It is scaled up to what it should be on these multi-mission explorers. Esquiline is the one that we're showcasing right here. Definitely love the deflector dish housing. The engine modification right there, apparatus, is also scaled, and I definitely love it. It is fitting the overall design, so it's not really huge, but it's not really small as well. It's definitely up to scale. But right here on the warp nacelle modification, this thing should be a little bit longer, because right now it kind of reminds me like a leech, like a parasite that is like hooked up into there, and it's like holding on for life. It should be a lot bigger, somewhere between like 3/4 of a section right here, maybe a little bit bigger, all the way to the Bussard collector right there. Right now it kind of looks like a some kind of like space bug or space alien that lives in, like, you know, in space, and it's like leached up on the warp nacelle. But that's just the way I'm thinking that this thing looks like. Here it is when it is being illuminated. Definitely awesome to see that this thing has different colors on when it is facing the sunlight and when it is not facing the sunlight. Definitely an appeal to that. And as you guys can actually see, because I just had a little bit of a glimpse, so we're going to see that when it is turning again, the deflector dish housing right there underneath, it also changed color to a greenish glow. And I'm talking about this intersection right here. That is awesome. Did not even notice that. That is awesome. And also the warp nacelle have changed color. Nice. I like it. I like these kind of little details. All right, let's do which one we're going to do. The counter command space set is going to be the next one. All 3 pieces of it. Wow. Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? This is awesome. This yeah, man. Oh wow. Oh, this is a good looking ship. I like it. Nice. Nice. I love it. Awesome glow right there from the impulse engines. Now somewhat it's kind of weird, because like the saucer section has their own impulse wake, and the nacelles, or the ascension, whatever it is pronounced, has their own engine trail animation. And let's see, we have also the colorization right there of that secondary deflector, or the deflector dish housing is also changing color, and up here as well. So it's being like illuminated really bright yellow. That's awesome. The warp nacelles as well. Oh, this is cool to look at this thing. Totally grayed out, totally scary looking. Nice. I definitely like this thing. Nice. Okay, let's see it again when it is being illuminated. I think more details are coming to life with the counter command space set when it is facing the sunlight. So the glow and all of that is being like being reflected. Nice. Nice, nice. What is this? Oh, okay. My mouse pointer had the Delta space set. Let's put the Delta space set up there. And had these the command abilities for the pets on top. Anyway, moving on. The Delta. Here we go with the Delta. Delta. It's definitely out there with the Delta space set. A little bit of a monotone color. Like it has one different color all the way from the front to the back. Nothing really that is spicing it up. When it is being illuminated, with emphasis on when it is being illuminated, because when it is not, you guys just had a little bit of a glimpse to it. It does change in its appearance. Has a little bit washed out you know, jeans vibe to it, and I'm going to showcase that later right here. You know what, let's just do that right there. When it is not being illuminated, you guys can actually see all of these little broken details, and on the social section it is definitely apparent even more. Nice, nice. Now this is what I said, or when we were actually doing the customization part, it definitely reminds me of the Voyager Starship. And it kind of has a little bit of that, you know, that really slick, slim saucer section. Also these underneath deflector dish. Nice. Cool, cool to look at this thing. All right, moving on to the, which one is this? The Dyson. The Dyson Space Set. Here we go with the Dysons. Oh my god, I love this transition. It is a beast. The Dyson Space Set is definitely awesome. Now on top, you can't actually see when it is being illuminated all of the finer details that the Dyson set has to offer, but when it is not facing the sunlight, all of those details are coming to life, and that is just something I personally love to see on a ship. So when you guys are flying this thing in I don't know, some kind of mission or an STF or a featured episode, it's going to change color depending on what kind of like illumination it's going to be on that map. And I'm talking about the rays of the sun right here in its shadow side. Definitely see all of these, I call them veins. I don't know what else to call them, so from now I'm going to call them veins. Definitely love that pinkish blood going through all of these veins. That is crazy. So we got a deflector dish animation right there from the Dyson Space Set. No unique engine trail, that's just unfortunate, but this Dyson visual, that is just awesome to look at. All right, let us equip the Iconian Space Set on this thing and see how it is going to change visually. Here we go with the Iconian. Definitely all of the tribal tattoo has been imprinted on the hull. Nice. That's awesome. Now, some of them have, some of these space set have their own, you know, animation to the deflector, and the Dyson one has an animation or an engine trail out of the warp nacelles that is unique to the engines of the Dyson one. And obviously, you guys are seeing the colors change when you equipped the shielding from the from this thing. You can see all of the tribal tattoos. Nice. And on top right here, it's losing a lot of details, turning a little bit of a gray color. Was not expecting that. Lots of details when it is not facing the sunlight, but when it is, it's turning gray, washed out color. What is going on? Did not expect that. Love to see all of these changes that they're doing to these Bussard collectors right there. Nice. The Iconian space set is definitely something that most players out there are using, and just for information purposes, these space sets, most of them can be obtained throughout the reputation system right here. There is a reputation, so there is like a faction up here that you can collect all of your space sets. But there are also space sets out there you can obtain throughout missions, you know, as a mission reward. And right now you guys are seeing the Jem'Hadar space set on the multi-mission Strategic Explorer. And let me just move a little bit out of the way from that station because it's casting a little bit too much of a shadow on this thing. Yes, I was saying you can obtain these things as a reward. The Breen space set, the Jem'Hadar space set, and also the new space set, and I forgot the name. Let me just look it up. No, that's the Lucari one. The Brydon space set is also available, currently available on the featured episode as the time of this recording, obviously. You can obtain the entire space set by doing that mission 3 times over and over and over again, and choose that as a reward. Not all of the rewards or the space set have visuals. Some of them have, some of them don't. The Kobali doesn't have any visual changes, so I'm not going to showcase that. I'm going to skip that one. But right here, you guys are seeing the Jem'Hadar space set. And for those that actually had a really tough time grabbing these space sets, you guys are definitely definitely going to go on a trip down to memory lane if I say Kirkland here. Because there was a unique reward, a omnidirectional beam that you could obtain, and also a couple of what was it? The Jem'Hadar. There was a kind of beam array that you can obtain, and everybody that wanted that as a reward, as a space set, you had to actually do that mission, Kirkland here, like 6 times over and over and over again. And it was a little bit of a boring part of that mission, if I can say it like that. To actually hear that Kirkland here over and over and over again. But it is cool to, just as a side note, the voice that you guys actually heard when doing that mission, the Kirkland voice, that was actually, that is currently a developer of Star Trek, but that person was actually a YouTuber as well. So he was like a podcaster, and he is now a developer of Star Trek. So that's the new skill tree the entire skill tree that actually that we are currently utilizing is all from him. So if you guys are wanting to thank somebody, you can thank him for doing the all skill tree reputation that we're doing currently. As I said, Kowali, no visuals, so I'm going to skip that one. The Mako we already covered with the adaptive Mako, so I'm going to skip that one as well. The Lucari does offer some different changes to the visuals, so I'm going to showcase that. So this is how it looks like with the Lucari space set. Definitely awesome. Can I actually see? Oh wow, definitely awesome piece right here, full of details. And the Bussard collectors definitely changed color. The warp nacelles turned yellowish. Cool animation right there from the deflector dish. Nice. The multi-mission strategic explorer Esquiline Class is the one that you guys are seeing with the Lucari space set. And underneath, when it is not being illuminated, full of details. Nice. Definitely cool. Definitely cool. Awesome. Awesome. Moving on. What is this? This is the Omega engines and Omega shielding. Yes, the 3-piece set of the Omega. Here we go. When it is not being illuminated, you can definitely see full of details on the saucer section on top of the nacelles, and the Bussard collectors definitely love it that they're changing the pattern up there. Obviously nice. And you guys can see the engine trail from the impulse engines. They're being utilized as a rocket. Nice, nice. Definitely love it. Now you guys are seeing this thing, and the way it is changing in its appearance, it's definitely awesome to look at this thing. Now, obviously, Cryptic has introduced, like, you know, a year ago or something like that, the visual tab, so you can actually equip some different, this one right here. You can equip different visuals on different space sets that you're actually going to utilize for your numbers and stuff like that. So that is just awesome. So you can use a different space set for your ship and have a totally different visuals right there. That's just awesome. The Cryptic is actually listening to the community. We're moving on. The Mako we are not going to cover. We already covered that one. The Quantum Phase, no visuals, so I'm going to skip that one. The Reman space set, I'm definitely going to showcase, because that one is going to make this ship look like this. Nice. Oh man, that is just awesome. Definitely, at first glance, you can definitely see what kind of visuals a ship is using if you're using the Reman space set, because you have that honeycomb pattern right there. Nice. On the deflector dish as well. Oh, that's awesome. Or I mean the deflector dish housing. Nice. And the warp cells as well. And the Bussard collectors are changing. Nice. Now, unfortunately, this space set is by default really dark, so it doesn't get brighter when it is facing the sunlight. So it's when it is being illuminated. But it is definitely cool to see. And I had some of you actually told me like that the Reman space set they always had these glow on top, so this reflection. I don't know if that's true though. I never seen. Maybe I need to see one of my older videos that has this to look if the ship has or has not this glow pattern. But I think that's something new. I think this is something that we are not seeing before. We haven't seen before. So it has a little bit of that mirror effect. Nice. All right, let's do the Romulan, and also Romulan. Oh, 3 pieces. Wow, that's cool. That is cool. Now it is losing a little bit of color when it is being illuminated. So it has a little bit of a fade color of green to it. All of these patterns I'm talking about, obviously. Nice, right? Not bad. Nice. But you guys are definitely going to love it when this thing is going to be on the darker side, because then all of these details are going to come to life. It's going to be a little bit brighter as a green color. Here we go. Right there. Oh, that's awesome. And on top, definitely awesome. Wow. Definitely love the highlighted tone right there. Has a little bit of the Aegis space set, but only with like greenish highlights. Nice. Nice, nice. That is awesome. All right, moving on. Which one are we doing next? The Solanair doesn't have any visuals, so I'm going to skip that one as well. The Temporal Defense has lots of visuals. Let's see, do we have all 3 pieces? We do. All 3 pieces of the Temporal Defense space set with its awesome Skittles as an engine wake right there from the Impulse engines. And the Impulse engines, I'm just glancing at my second monitor. They have a modifier of 0.15. So whatever engines you're going to equip on these ships, they're going to be modified by 0.15. If any of you are doing calculations from your engines and how fast they can go, keep that in mind, that you still need to add 0.15 to your overall rating of your engines. Here it is on the darker side. Definitely you can actually see all of the disco lights coming to life. Unique deflector dish animation. Has a little bit, most of you guys are actually comparing it to one of those disco balls that you can have on ground. And it is definitely the animation is definitely like that, but it has a little bit of a tweak to it. It's not really like that, but it is definitely based upon that disco ball that you can launch, and everybody around you is going to start dancing. Nice. Moving on to which one? The Terran one, Terran space set. This one, and also this one is a shield. All 3 pieces of the Terran is making this ship look like that. Now, for once, at first glance, I'm actually seeing that the animation of the deflector dish is kind of soothing the size of the ship. It is really up from here all the way to the front of the sausage section, if you can call it that. And it is really cool. Now, this is the only ship that I really find the animation of this beam of light that is coming from the deflector dish that is suiting the ship. But overall, it is good to look at. Like, almost every little nook and cranny has changed as it should be, and it is definitely cool to look at this thing. Full of details, definitely on the warp nacelles, the sausage section, the sentients. And let's see when it is being illuminated. It is losing a little bit of color, that is just obviously. And underneath, definitely like the brownish color with the grayish pattern that you guys can see on the hull right there, right here. Grayish with a brownish color. Definitely love the red highlights, the gray area right here. There are 2 tones of gray I'm actually seeing right here. Nice. I wonder who actually comes up with all of the designs, all of the aesthetics on these ships when they're actually finished. Nice. All right. Which one are we going to do? Which one is this? Solonay. Okay, so the Breen space set is going to be next up in line. Here we go with the Breen space set. That is just awesome. This ship is enveloped totally, and it's giving me the chills right now, man. That is awesome. This is cool to look at. Definitely has a little bit of that frost to it. And I guess that's by design. That frostbite design pattern on this thing is definitely appealing to me. Let's see when it is not being illuminated. Let's see how much details there are. Okay, not a lot. We are seeing some details that are coming to life. The glow, for example, that frostbite that I was actually talking about is a little bit gone, so it's not really being reflected. But it is definitely cool to look at. Nice. Definitely love the engine trail right there, that bluish color. Wow, that's awesome. All right, one space set that I definitely want to showcase is the featured episode one. I don't know if you guys actually did Offsites and Protons 3 times over and over and over again. If you do, you're going to get this entire space set as a reward, obviously. But unfortunately, these do not have visuals. So that's a bummer. That's a big bummer, Cryptic. As you guys can actually see, the default skin actually emerged from these space sets, so there is no visuals to them. I was definitely hoping for some kind of visuals right here to be showcased, but they're not. There aren't any. So it doesn't matter if we are going to have these as visuals or just some kind of like Mark 10 visuals. Nothing is going to change at these ships, or at least at the appearance of the ship. So that's just a big bummer. The last space set that I'm going to showcase is the Lucari one from the Lucari Reputation. This is how it looks like with the new Lucari space set in its full of details that are coming into life. That glow is really awesome. Lucari obviously has his own engine trail that you guys can actually see. A little bit of highlights right there. It has a little bit of a what can I compare it to? It has a little bit of a river glow to it, I guess. River pattern, like falling water or at least moving water. Definitely awesome to look at these deflector dish animation. It's going to emanate like a pulse anytime soon. There we go. There we go. Nice. That is awesome. And here we go with when it is not being illuminated. You can actually see it a little bit like oh, that glow right there. Nice. You can actually see lots of like finer details, like it is being crystallized somehow. Definitely awesome texture color to it. Nice. I definitely love it. I definitely love the design of this thing. Let's see. We already covered everything and anything, so we are not going to cover anything else. Visually wise, okay. Something that has caught my attention right now. These, I believe every one of them are going to get like a unique weapon. So this is a auxiliary based phaser dual heavy cannon, I believe. Let's see on the information. 2 self minus 12 auxiliary power when firing other auxiliary based weapons. Okay, so this thing by default it is Mark 12 purple. Like all heavy cannons, this cannon fires a series of very high damage bursts in a narrow firing arc. Unlike typical cannons, auxiliary cannons are tied directly into the ship's auxiliary power level and will drain normal auxiliary power when firing. So this is a weapon that's not going to drain any of your weapon power, but it is going to drain auxiliary power. Energy weapons are equal effective against starship shields and hull. Phaser space weapon have a chance to reduce the target's weapon power. Can be equipped on any multi-mission vessels, but you may equip as many of these cannons as you like. What? So you can... What? You may equip as many of these cannons as you like. Wow, that is... okay. No, actually, this isn't something new. The other, what was it? Strategic explorers, the Vesta class also had this thing. So if you grab this thing, if you grab the ship like 6 times over and over and over again, you can actually take this cannon and then just discard the ship and then claim it again and then take the cannon again. So you can have like an entire space set of weapons based on auxiliary. So this is something new, but this is something that caught my attention somehow. But anyway, these weapons are dual heavy cannons based on auxiliary. Just some little information on the side. Let's see. Mastery level 1. What is going to be level 1? Plus 15% in damage to exotic damage abilities. Level 2. Plus 10% shield hit points. Level 3 enhanced restoration circuitry. So you're going to improve the whole healing abilities by 10% and also shield healing abilities by 10%. Level 4 is going to give us the improved shield regeneration and hardness. So 657.5 shield regeneration every 6 seconds and reduces damage to shields by 5%. Now, obviously, all of these numbers that you guys actually seeing right here are based on my character. My character has no skills, no, enhancement whatsoever. So I guess this is going to be the base amount of numbers. You guys could have something totally different. It is based on your character. And level 5 is going to give us exotic particle shielding. This is that unlockable Starship Trait. So if you level your ship all the way to level 5, you're going to get this all damage resistance and exotic damage resistance. When using engineering team, science team, or tactical team, you're going to get plus 9 to all damage resistance rating for 15 seconds, and it may stack up to 3 times. And also exotic damage resistance rating plus 15, and also may stack up to 3 times. So all damage and also exotic damage plus 9 for 15 seconds, and it may stack up to 9 times for a total amount of plus 27. Nice, right? Not bad. I don't know if this is going to be really useful to many people. The all damage resistance is definitely awesome, but I don't, at top of my head, I don't see like enemies doing exotic damage. This might be good as a trait for PvP, so player versus player. But when you're going to face the enemy, not so much. But definitely, if you're thinking of grabbing this thing, why not activating the trait as well? So that is just a benefit. The information of this universal console, the engineering multi-mission explorer variant comes equipped with the Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Siphon universal console. Oh my god. This is one word. Nice. When this console ability is activated, your starship will periodically release a wave of tachyon particles that will heavily damage and weaken nearby enemy shields. This energy is then drawn into your starship shield emitters in the form of secondary shielding. The amount of secondary shielding absorber scales with the number of foes hit. Also provide a bonus to starship drain expertise and shield restoration. Can be equipped with any multi-mission explorer or explorer warbird, and it is only one of these at any given time may be equipped. So the passive abilities that we're going to get if you have this thing equipped is plus 17.8 in Starship Shield Drain. So it's going to improve the energy and shield drain, and also resistance to energy and shield drain by 17.8. And also 17.8 in Starship Shield Restoration. So it's going to improve the shield healing abilities by 17.8. Nice. Okay, we just read that. The number of foes of it hits is going to be 10 at maximum. So affected foes maximum of 20. What are you talking about here? maximum 10, maximum 20. Okay. So 3 kilometer sphere, like I already guessed, it's going to be that 3 kilometer sphere, 2 minutes to recharge. Foes is going to get minus 1967 to all shield facing every second for 10 seconds. So it's probably, if I had to guess, if your foe is going to remain within this 3 kilometer sphere for the entire duration of 10 seconds, you're going to strip down about 20,000 hit points in all shields. So every shield facing from your enemy. I don't know if your enemy has that high amount of shield, but it's going to be good. Also, minus 25% in shield hardness for the duration of 10 seconds, and also reduces damage to shield by 20% to 4% when target hit. Per target hit, maximum of 5 targets. Somewhere between 20 and 4% per target hit. Okay. And it's going to grant your ship 7,495.2, or somewhere between 7,000 and 12,492 hit points on secondary shielding. Amount scales with the number affected, target maximum 5. So at the lowest amount, you're going to get 7,500 hit points, and at the highest amount, you're going to get 12,000, and just rounding it up, 12,500 hit points on your secondary shielding. So that's going to be a warp bubble, or not a warp bubble, a shield bubble on your ship. It's going to be secondary shielding. Awesome, right? That is awesome. Somewhere between that, and depending on how many targets are within that 3 kilometer sphere, you're going to get somewhere between 7,500 and 12,500 hit points. Secondary shielding are refreshed every second for the duration of this ability. So every second, that amount of shielding, that is insane. That is insane. Skill that affect this ability: Starship Drain Expertise, Starship Shield Restoration. We already talked about that. Now, this universal console is obviously a space set. So the multi-mission advanced system is going to be space set number 2, 2.5 auxiliary power, 2.7 auxiliary power setting, and 13.3 maximum shield capacity. So it's going to increase the capacity of your shield hit points. Space set 3, synergetic alliance technology, plus 50 recharge speed for all multi-mission explorer consoles. Nice. So this thing is going to go down in 2-minute cooldown. Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Emitter, that's the one that we have. The isometric discharge array, don't know which one that is. Radiant bombardment matrix. Wow, that sounds really crazy, really scary as well. Okay. Protomatter field projector. I think the protomatter field projector is from the event, the Lucari ship, but I could be mistaken. Also, space set for the multi-mission system synergy, self-upgrading multi-mission explorer console powers. So the Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Emitter, shield drain potency increased. So we're going to have even more hit points and more shield drain to your foes. The isometric discharge array, primary and secondary electric damage will be increased. Radiation bombardment matrix increases damage on final blast. Okay. Protomatter field projector increases hull and shield regeneration. Okay, cool. So if you have all 4 space sets, definitely awesome to have as an ability. Let me also showcase the Admiralty card. What is this thing called? A multi-mission explorer. Multi-mission strategic explorer. I guess it is this one. This is the Admiralty card, multi-mission explorer. Okay. Looks like that. Definitely. Yep. It is this one. It is a tier 6 rarity, 3 stars. It has 32 points in engineering, 39 in tactical, 46 in science, and obviously 18-hour cooldown. Special ability if you're going to equip this thing in your mission, so it's going to ignore ± engineering from events. Ignores ± engineering from events. What does that mean? No idea what that means. Let me just see. Multi-mission. No, that's the wrong one. Let me just equip this thing and see what they actually mean by that, because that's just weird. This one. Critical rating. Okay, so it added. I have no idea what they mean by that. Ignores ± engineering from events. No idea. Maybe you guys can help me out. 18-hour cooldown. Multi-mission strategic explorer is on reserve because it's not being. There you go. All right. Let's see. What are we going to showcase next? The bridge officer station. But first, I want to just recap what we actually talked about. So this thing has 3 weapons on the front, a deflector dish, and also a secondary deflector. Impulse, warp, and a normal shield, and it has 3 weapons on the aft, 3 on the front, 3 devices, 3 engineering consoles, 4 consoles for science, and also 4 consoles from tactical. It has a hangar bay equipped with the most worst hangar pets that you can have: phaser ray, micro photon torpedoes, and tractor beam. This is basically where it comes with equipped on default. I would definitely recommend you guys going to your fleet hangar pet store and actually buy the better version of these things if you're going to equip them. I think I have. Yeah, look at these. These are the advanced version of this thing, and it has like a phaser ray, chronoton torpedo, and a tractor beam 2 ability. Now you can obviously buy something from the hangar pets right here. The advanced version is basically the one that that I have right here. But on the fleet, you have the elite version of these guys, and the elite definitely better than the advanced or just the normal default Danube runabouts. And these guys, okay, I have to wait. But anyway, let us talk about the bridge officer stations. We have a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Ops station, so you can go crazy with that. Right there. An Ensign Universal station. Usually we put up like healing abilities. We have a Lieutenant Commander Engineering station for lots of funny stuff that you can do. And I'm just selecting something that I think might be fun to watch. Lieutenant Tactical Station. Let's put Earl up there. And definitely based on science heavily, Commander Science Station. So you can put, yeah, something like that. Do we have, yeah, we do have Gravity Well 1. Viral Matrix, Science Team. Now, obviously, like I said on all of my videos, don't use this as a build. This is just something that I put up together. No real thought has gone into this, just to have something on my my abilities so I can use them before I you know, before I get destroyed by the enemy. So next section is going to be space combat. So here we go with that. As you guys are accustomed, wanted the Argala patrol mission, just to showcase this thing, how it is going to fly and how it's going to behave in combat. Now obviously you guys have already seen no real you know, skill points have been allocated to skill trees and stuff like that, but I do want to mention that this is just a visual representation of what this ship is and not a build. Can we put you guys on auto fire? Here you guys go fire on this thing. Definitely need to put this one down here. Definitely need to put this one down there. I am going to give it a lot of auxiliary power because I also have a auxiliary dual cannon right here. This is dual phaser cannon right there. Fire. Alright, you use a little bit of abilities. More Danubes. More Danubes. Nice. Okay. So it is. It is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Really cool. Oh, my engines are supercharged. Yada yada yada. Here we go with this thing. I actually need them to deplete my shields a little bit so I can showcase this unique ability. But we can actually aggro them a little bit and do nothing with our shields. Maybe they'll... let's put a gravity well them. Oh, fine, I moved too fast. Anyway, these ability as it is standard without doing lots of calculations to it. This is that Omni-Directional Tachyon Wave Siphon. Point blank area of effect 3 kilometers to the foes, minus shielding and also minus shield hardness, and to self secondary shields. Now they're doing a really good job on depleting my shields. That's awesome. So foes are going to get 2557.1 to all shield facing every 10 seconds. Also 25% shield hardness for 10 seconds. Reduces damage to shields by somewhere between 20% and 4% per target hit. Maximum 5 targets affected. And also it's going to give me, so it's going to grant our ship, my ship, 7,500 hit points and 12,500 hit points, somewhere between that. The amount scales with number of affected targets at maximum of 5 of them. Secondary shields are refreshed every second for the duration of these abilities. So it's actually a good thing that we have the Kazons, because the Kazon is going to come up with these hangar, or at least with these carriers with the next wave. So we can use that and actually affect all of the pets that are going to be flying there as well. Here we go with the carriers. We do need to grab these guys somewhere close, 3 kilometer sphere. So gravity well is definitely something that I'm going to use. 3 kilometer spheres. Do we have any more? Okay, we have. We're going to stay there and use this thing. Okay, so it's doing something to this guy. Look at that. It's depleting its shield from these pets as well. Nice. Nice. And I gained secondary shielding as well. Can I see? No. But this guy has, its shield is gone. Wow, the carrier. Let's see, how much shields do the carrier have? Can I actually see that info? No, only hull. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. We have to wait a little bit, 2-minute cooldown, obviously. But this thing is really awesome to have. It definitely stripped all of the shields from the carrier away, and it gave us that all of the temporal shielding that we had. Now, right now, I am being drained in all of my shields, so that's actually good by these raiders, these carrier pets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a gravity well on the carrier, and I'm going to use this one again. So my shields are almost depleted. That's good. And I'm going to get that temporary secondary shielding. It's definitely nice. Now they're doing a good job on stripping away my shields. Now obviously my shield power is really low, so my shields are not being restored. But these Benthans are actually doing some really good DPS on these raiders, and that's not really what I want. Also going to get sensor analysis. That's nice. Now we kind of need to group these guys together. You know what, let's do it just on this guy. This guy's shields are already gone. Yours are not. Here we go, on you. Put it up there. So he's not going to move. And I'm going to stay in here with a gravity well. And 3, 2, 1. So his shields is being drained, and you can actually see it's being drained. His shields are gone. His shields are gone. Oh wow, and me actually having a secondary shield bubble right there. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, let's take care of these guys. Yep. Definitely, this thing is definitely awesome. Ooh. Nice. I definitely love this unique ability. Definitely cool. Definitely a oh shit moment. Oh shit, I'm going to die. So you can actually use this thing to have a little bit of survivability as a last resort. When you're like surrounded by enemies and you're like, oh well, let's put a gravity well on top. Let's hit this thing, and everything is going to restore your shield. Their shield are going to be drained out, and that's just really cool tactics. That is just really cool tactics, guys. Anyway, I'm going to end this video right here. You guys have seen me talk a lot, and I just hit the end of the map. Anyway, as I was saying, going to end the video right here. This has been the multi-mission strategic explorer, the Esquiline Class. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a little bit of entertainment coming out of this channel, and definitely hope to see you on the other 8 aesthetic reviews that I'm going to cover: the Romulan, the Klingon, and obviously the Federation variants. Later.